The moment you have been waiting for. The greatest clash in the history of all competitive Europa Universalis is here. Just 2 champions remain after smashing their competition. Zlewikk, the Polish prince unbeaten in this series, takes on Florryworry, the back-to-back Grand Champion. The stage has been set and the die has been cast. The Para Bellum Hegemon Grand Final is here. Who will be crowned champion? Find out live, February 19th. Parabellum.gg.
It is Zlewikk versus the Playmaker. Do you mind flashing up the challenge? Both of these guys have their places secure. Zlewikk is already in the final. The Playmaker is already going to be guaranteed in the third place playoff match to decide if he gets eliminated.
Without further ado, I think it's time we see what Zlewikk and the Playmaker were up to last week, and what they might be up to this week, and what the press has said about them as well.
Absolutely. Let's meet Zlewikk first.
This is the best version of Zlewikk we've ever seen. He currently sits top of the leaderboard, and we'll see him again in the grand final next week. Only 2 questions remain. Can he keep his perfect score? And who will be his opponent in the final?
And against him will be the Playmaker.
The Playmaker has earned himself a chance at staying in the competition. A win today could give him the momentum he needs to survive next week's elimination match and secure himself a spot next season. However, he's up against his hardest challenge yet, so let's see just how badly he wants it.
Chairman, once again, sorry,
Welcome.
the Playmaker coming in once again with no camera.
Oh,
This
yes,
is all
yes.
mind tricks.
I've heard it's to hide his identity because he does plan bodily harm against Zlewikk. Zlewikk, how do you respond to this?
No comment.
No comment. This man
Ice in
is
his
clearly
veins
packing.
As always, ladies and gentlemen. Ice in his veins as always. Now,
You know,
Zlewikk,
what you see behind me is a green screen. I, in fact, don't have that map in my home room. I'm just in a hidden place outside of Poland.
I want that
He's
map.
in a bunker. Well,
He's
if
in
you
a
want it, you're going to
bunker.
have to go and take it off him, but we don't know where he lives.
That's right, that's right. Now, Zlewikk, we've heard some reports from certain French magazines, we're not going to name them. Some were saying you might flop today. In fact, you were seen in the pub at 2 a.m. drinking alcohol and eating meat right before the match. So not keeping up with your regime. Is that true? Or are you still as on it as always?
Oh, those are absolute lies. If you know any Poles, you know they never drink alcohol. So that couldn't
course.
be me.
Yeah, of course.
Disciplined. As a nation, they all run 10 kilometers every morning. If you're seen drinking
Together.
alcohol, shot on sight. You're already guaranteed entrance into the grand final. Does that mean you're going to go super flashy with the plays today? Take more risks?
I mean, you gave us a challenge that it's risky anyway, so I'm just gonna play it as I should. I have some ideas, and I've played Granada on the Grandest LAN last year, so I did some test runs for it actually.
Nice. Playmaker, try and cheer me up. How are you feeling about today?
Well, I have no idea what I'm doing, and that's why I thrive, right?
Yes, that is true, actually. When you have no idea what's going
That's a
on, you
fact.
tend to do better.
Should we
Yeah,
do better
so
how
I-
much corruption we're gonna get?
Yeah, how
Yeah.
what's he gonna...
I mean, if
Have
you're
you
not
played
Granada,
Granada
you're even
before?
trying. So, yeah, I tried Granada out recently, and I failed to get a single province in Europe. So, I'm not going to go with whatever I did in that. We're not going to do that. Okay.
So you know what not to do.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
the
so-
start. One final question for you. You will be facing either Florry or the student next week in an eliminator to see if you stay in the competition. The big question, who would you rather face?
That's an interesting question because I think, I want to be the one that eliminates Florry, right? The glory. But I think that the chance of me staying in is better if it's the student. But the glory.
I think it's time we get cracking.
I agree.
In 2, 1, I think personally that we are going to see at least 10.
At least 10. All right. Well,
I think at least
here we are
10,
as Granada.
20 is possible.
This is my POV, ladies and gentlemen. And as we all know, Granada, super difficult start, man. You got Portugal, Castilla, and Aragon angry to you to the north. Luckily, you got truces with those guys, so you're safe for 5 years. You got the disaster looming here, the Granada Work Secession, which, tip from EU4 Pro right here, listen when I speak, let it happen, and let them win. Let the Granada War of Succession happen. Let them enforce demands. You want to get rid of Mohammed IX here immediately because he's horrible. In a normal game, you'd spy on Tlemcen, ally Morocco and Tunis, fight Tlemcen, eat the small guys, break one of these alliances, eat them, break the other guy, eat them. In the meantime, you've allied the Ottomans. Then you can fight the Mamluks and Castile. That's not what you're doing in this game. No, no, no. In this game, these are the provinces we're interested in only. Western Europe.
You can get so many provinces in this first war. When I'm thinking of playing this, I think I go all in. Ally Tunis, ally Morocco. You can bring them both in. Remember, Muslim units are stronger than Western ones at the Western units at the start of the game. You can get potentially Tech 4 quite quickly. Castile has a really nasty 15% morale of armies to contend with. If you look to my POV, I'll take you through what I'm showing
Let's
here.
do that.
So that is really, really unfortunate. But you do have an advantage in the fact that you have 2 mountain forts that can be taken.
That's true.
I think I would still take Tlemcen because it gives you a larger tech space to take more land, and you can get Tech 4 in the meantime. But the second you get Tech 4 and Castile doesn't, you call in Morocco, you call in Tunis, you smash into Castile as quickly as possible. I don't think you mess around with swallowing any of the smaller guys. You go straight in for the big meal itself, particularly this gold mine. Once you have this gold mine, the world is your oyster, and you can go wherever you please.
I don't disagree with that. What about, though, if Castile gets some nutty allies, like Austria or France?
Restart.
You do that, especially if
Restart.
Restart?
I think so. I think the momentum that you'd need to maintain no CB and that those sorts of wars, I like, especially in like you say, in an area of Western Europe.
Yeah.
You want to be expanding in my opinion, in a singular area. Over here we do have the alliance chains of there we go. England, Navarra, and Portugal.
I'll get back to you on that one. Let's flip to my POV. Just real quick, I want to show something. Playmaker doing the no CB Ireland strat.
Is he allied the Ottomans?
He's allied the Ottomans, Tunis, and Morocco. Pretty classic opening right there. That's the alliances you want to get.
How do you ally the Ottomans?
Oh, you just Royal Marry them, bro. And then you ally them. So, something I was going to say is, this is actually really lucky, because what I do when I play Granada is I delete this fort. That makes these guys siege you down real quick. Now, he didn't delete his fort, but these guys spawned there anyway, which is excellent for him. He gets to keep the fort, and these guys don't get
I never delete that fort. That's a terrible idea.
Let these guys win.
What's the strat in Ireland, do you think?
Bruh, fight one guy, vassalize him, because it's too far away, right? But you can vassalize him. You're both in Western Europe. Fight all the Irish guys, and then, man, you hope for a lucky outcome with Scotland's relations. Now, and the Playmaker is wasting no time with this deck on Ormond immediately. So I like it. Let's see what Zlewikk is up to.
Zlewikk is over here. He has lodged an official complaint about lagging behind on speed 4. Now, I'm just saying, we've seen... Oh, that's a stack wipe over there. We have seen players a lot slower this, so maybe Zlewikk, the success getting into his head, crying foul. I do think that he is going for this, potentially. No, actually he's not. He's just moved his troops over here. Okay, so I think what he's going to do is rush Ceuta. So the plan here, I believe, is declare war on Granada, take Ceuta. The reason you would do this is because if you stand over here, you're going to get stack wiped when you attack Castile, even though you're in mountains. If you stand in Ceuta, no one can come and help you because this is a blockaded strait. However, if you control both sides, Jebel Tariq and Ceuta, then you're okay. The problem with that is... Oh, nice. He does
is it a
get
standard
himself
alliance
a ruler.
from Portugal? Just England and Castile?
England and Castile. Yeah, well, over here, Portugal has England and Castile. There's a little trio of alliances, unfortunately.
That's insane. Let's go back to my POV.
Can I just quickly show something off? All right,
yes.
No, it's fine. Oh.
Or not. Okay, once we get back to you. Now,
did he scornfully insult Castile?
Yes, he got the general. He's 5-3-2-3. Really good siege. I was going to show that off earlier. But Playmaker already putting numbers on the board, just like Cade and Ilix by having 5 provinces. Currently in the lead, by the way. And he continues his declarations now versus Thomond and Ulster. So we're doing all right. Let's flip the
This time-
Ukraine and tell us what Zlewikk is doing.
Zlewikk, it looks like, is prepping for war against Castile. He has a rather disappointing 2-1-2, a 0-2-3 as an heir, and an even more disappointing 2-2-4-3. Now, that siege is actually very important for getting the Ceuta off and running, but the problem is, if he sieges down Ceuta and he loses Jabal Tariq, he's in a bad place. This can be taken because they can walk straight in because they own Cadiz, so they can go straight into Jabal Tariq there. Problems abound. Problems abound. England wouldn't come in. Unfortunately, Tunis wouldn't come in. Morocco wouldn't come in because Tunis is struggling, unfortunately, against Toghurt and Fezzan. Like, really, Tunis? Not on the grand stage, man. Come on. Chat demands a Playmaker loan counter so we can watch him accidentally bankrupt himself. Midge?
Playmaker loan count?
Demands.
You know right now. He's at 12 loans
Oh,
out
look
of
at this.
37. 12
He's
loans.
gearing up for. Is he? I think he might be gearing up for a solo war.
He's gearing up
Surely
for some-
not. Zlewikk, he's not. He couldn't. Is he that guy?
England isn't willing to come in. He's not allied to the Ottomans, Zlewikk, is he?
No, he's not. He didn't go for the Ottoman Alliance at all. He's just building a spy network. Zlewikk, it's minus 11 a month. That's very expensive. He has taken out 5 loans, can take out a total of 72, so he can take out a load of loans. I don't know where he's
Zlewikk
going with
conquered the
this.
province.
Zlewick's conquered nothing. He has conquered my heart, though.
So Playmaker in the lead currently at 7.
has done it.
ladies and gentlemen.
He's called
Oh!
in Morocco, and he's
Just
going
Morocco?
straight in.
Is he Tech 4?
Just
Is he Tech 4?
Morocco. He's not Tech 4.
He's not.
He's
Oh,
not,
but
but he
still gets
doesn't
the job in
care.
Seville.
Massive stack wipe. Massive stack wipe. I think he's rushing
What's his
to
general?
Portugal.
Tell me his general.
His general is a 2-2, but I think your high run's a 3-5. This is dangerous. I think it's a stack wipe. I don't know that he makes this. He has no way of getting across.
That's tough.
He has
That's
no way
tough.
of defending himself. He needs to hide in the mountains. I think it's a restart. Yeah, that's not good. He might be able to scorch the earth and dance around. Yeah, I just think there's a bit premature. He doesn't have Tech 4. He does not have Tech 4. And Castile does have plus 15% morale of armies. Now, it's not over yet, as it looks like Morocco might rush down to confront... Stack, you've got to scorch the earth and run. He does scorch the earth and run. Morocco cannot cross. And Sus, what are you doing?
Right there.
Why does Morocco have so few troops?
They're leaving. Are they disloyal?
They are just
They're
about
all
disloyal.
disloyal.
No. Two are loyal. Marrakesh loyal, just not helping out. Now they are.
Tough.
3rd of September, I think. But it looks like maybe they might come and save the day. It's 2 days out. It's 2 days out. They do. They save the day.
Shout out Morocco, man.
And he is just attempting to buy them as much time as possible. No, he went and stack away the Portuguese troops. That's what he did. He brought out the navy to stack away the Portuguese troops. It's huge. It's high-level plays. And that has bought him another second, another moment, maybe to make a play. It looks like he will. It looks like he's going to potentially run down to Ceuta. There's a chance. No, they run straight back up. But his troops are still alive. Not quite thriving, but they are surviving. Portugal, no troops left. We'll have to see what Morocco does next.
Morocco needs to do something, not just stand in Fez.
That's not going to be surviving for very much longer. You've got to go around and attack this 5k. And that's exactly a veteran move here by Zlewikk, as it looks like Ceuta will once again be approached by Moroccan forces.
What's the ruler he got from the Civil War?
It's terrible. 1-1-2. Or 2-1-2,
that
sorry.
sucks. In Playmakers, it's a 3-4-3, so much better.
Very, very lucky indeed. There we go, a stack wipe. Now, that is an interesting move. I don't think I'd agree with that. He's desperate to try and make some money moves here. Potentially on the 5th they'll come through. Yep. And again, now he runs into the same problem of nowhere to retreat to, nowhere to go. And he does retreat to Jabal Tariq. And I think he might... I think that wasn't a play there. You let them get settled in their forts. You put in the full defensiveness. These are mountains anyway. And you just settle and wait. He just needs to hope...
Playmaker briefly.
Go for it.
Just to let you know what's been going on in his game right here. So he has conquered 2 more provinces in Ireland since last time, and just declared another war on Clanricarde and Munster. Already sieged down Clanricarde and Munster, as we all know, level 3 fort. It's not going to be a problem with his vassal and an easy stack wipe, and he is Mil Tech 4. Potentially on deck on Portugal here, might be on the cards.
So 40 minutes in. Oh, big battle, big battle. Over here,
Siege so quick. Yeah,
Look at that, please. So, breached walls and a 7% was over here in Granada, but he has stack wiped the Portuguese. The Castilians came off and went back, and that split-second decision, able to repair the walls. Now, down here, 28%. There is a chance, there is a dream, and that dream is Moroccan. Let's see, will they take Ceuta? This would be the time to do it.
Knock out Portugal here as fast as possible, in your opinion?
Ooh, 42%. I think what he does is he gets rid of the allies and no CBs them towards the end.
Yeah. They usually.
This is a very good position, given how low he sunk. Pure skill and tenacity, and there you go. Ceuta is taken. Reinforcements flooding across. Look at that. The Castilians immediately running. The Moroccans are coming in. That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. How did he do it? How did he survive? I said the words that I thought he was going to get stack wiped. Now the Castilians attack the Moroccans. I believe he has taken Tech 4. He does. Look at that. And now you start to see damage poured in on the Castilian front. The Portuguese have nothing. And now the Castilians are on median. The war goes to take John, which he's going to do now. You're going to see an uptick in war score straight up to 13%. This is a winning position right now for Zlewikk. Clutched this from the jaws of defeat. That was a phenomenal play to stick with that. Like I said, I would have restarted after that initial loss. Now he does have to be careful that Morocco doesn't take land here because he didn't set provinces of interest, so they will look to take land here, and we'll have to keep an eye out. But I think that he can take
Zlewick's game, but also in the Playmaker's game, ladies and gentlemen. If you flip over, I have some huge news for you guys. So he has just pieced out these two guys, putting more numbers on the board. Currently very far in the lead at 9 versus Zlewick's 4, but of course Zlewikk can take a lot. However, you might be noticing that he's improving with Burgundy and France.
Interesting.
And in fact, he's allied France.
Wow.
And in fact, he's close to maybe even royal marrying Burgundy. Why?
Can't.
Because he's Catholic.
No way. Impossible.
Because
you're lying to me.
He has flipped Catholic, ladies and gentlemen. So,
is he still allied to the Ottomans?
Progressives, man. He's still allied to the Ottomans.
That is a ridiculous alliance chain. So over here, we do have the ability for him to peace out the Portuguese, but he's refusing to. He wants to make them suffer, and he did stack wipe them a couple of times here. Now he can't take Ceuta. Maybe it'd be a good idea for him to give Ceuta to his ally Morocco. The reason for that is if any future wars happen, they will be able to support him no matter what, and that is particularly compelling given the fact that he's also allied to Tunis. That's another 13, 14, 15k. You might see an OCB Naples on the cards. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. They're only allied to Ragusa.
Sure. Not bad.
But, I mean, and some of that land, not rich in the slightest. Some of it, obviously, very rich, but then you've got... I mean, it's all pretty decent, to be fair. 5 provinces here, but that's not...
Huge deck by the Playmaker here. Well, huge for his size. He has just declared on Kildare, co-belligerent at Sligo. That makes Tyrconnell and Scotland and the Isles come in. So, fighting a big war here. He can potentially get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces from this. And most importantly, be on the island of Great Britain. Have a direct border with England to invade them later on. England, extremely weak. Down to just 3k troops, ladies and gentlemen. Allied to Brittany, who won't come in, and Portugal. If he decks on Britain, Morocco comes in.
The boys.
Morocco is stronger than Portugal. They can take them on by themselves, definitely.
Over here, if you flip to my POV, we do have Portugal in a position to be pieced out. I think it is 100, and he does. He didn't give away Ceuta.
Vassals never count unless we say so, chat.
What did he do? Did he take money? Did he humiliate? What did he do? How long was the truce? He did get rid of their alliances. Let's see, the truce is for a long time, 10 years. I think not giving Ceuta to Morocco was a mistake, personally. I think that would have made your future was a lot easier, but look at this. That's a stack wipe if ever I've seen one. And he knows it. That's why he's not bothering to put out his troops. He's now spreading out to try and take land ahead of Morocco so we can secure as many provinces as possible. There's the stack wipe. There are only 5,000 Castilian troops left to contest the Granadan reconquista of Iberia. A more traditional strategy. And now we'll get to see the fruits of his labor. He can take a good amount. Unfortunately, it will result in a coalition. At this point, definitely using this extra diplomat to improve relations with the French would be ideal. To try and stop them from joining that coalition, because they're the guys you've got to look out for here.
Let's
much
go back to the
separating.
playmaker here real quick. I just want to show off his corruption because it is currently at 17.
God.
Someone in chat said, "How does he do it?" I guess we'll never know. But something I'm sort of, you know, I don't know what to think about is no galleys, man. Why? So if he decks on England, it's just England.
yeah.
And they got 7k troops. He's got to go for it. He's not even spying on England at this point.
I don't think he knows.
I don't think he knows about what's going on with England right here.
Can we go to his POV directly, Mitch?
Yeah, let's go to him directly. Let's.
Do
see
we
what
have
he's
the
up to. What is he
technology?
waiting for?
And there we have it. This is
There we
POV
go.
directly. I don't think he knows about England. Surely something's going to twig. What is he looking at? What is
Looking at
inside this man's
dating.
mind?
If he wants to deck on Castile right now, Portugal wouldn't join because they're being sieged by France, but France wouldn't help. They're in debt, war exhaustion. Yeah. And that debt and war exhaustion are going to stay after that war. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's reliable. He really should be noticing England. France is only waiting for Lisbon here, and it's a -7, so it won't be waiting too long. But yeah, currently, Playmaker's game not going bad at all, man. In fact, his RNG is very, very favorable. It's just that, oh, now he started spying on England. So now he does know. But he has noticed he's spying on England, so we'll see how that develops. Currently, his score almost halfway through 9 provinces.
Can we flip to Zlewikk directly, please? Because I believe we are going to be looking at a peace deal here.
Ariel's
Aragon
looking.
has declared. He has started to improve relations with France, by the way. There we go. There's the peace deal. And he does take the Liberate Cordoba mission. Do you think he's going to form out? He might form Andalusia. He might form Al-Andalus.
What's the requirements? I think he needs one of
He needs-
Alvar or Alicante. Let's go to me. Let's go to my POV immediately. So look what's happened, ladies and gentlemen. I was right. France piecing out Portugal, making them
Wow.
end England and Castile alliances. They're left with 3k troops.
He has to
England,
see it.
still super weak. Only allied to Hamburg, 7k troops.
Oh my
And
god.
they've made Meath pop out as well. Now he's spying on the Irish guys. He's spying on England. Does he not see this Portugal thing? He's got
There's
a core on them.
as well.
Just deck now, Dragon, Morocco, and Tunis. That's it. He doesn't need to do anything. They can just go there by themselves, and he can take half of Portugal
true.
easily. Just give Ceuta to Morocco. Who cares?
Can we go to the Playmaker directly? I want to see if he sees the Portugal.
let's go. Let's go. He has to.
think he does.
has to.
He's
Yeah,
bringing
I
his
think
guys
he
home, but he
does.
doesn't need to bring his guys home.
Yeah, he doesn't. He can just let Portugal. Oh my God, dude, the RNG this guy is having.
It's actually really. This might be the best RNG we've seen.
Yeah.
AC,
This
yeah,
is even
AC.
better than the chairman's RNG.
This is ridiculous.
Romanian siege engines working tirelessly, ladies and gentlemen.
He is setting provinces of interest. He's definitely setting up. But I'm baffled as to why he would even be here.
There it
Because
is.
he can go.
There
He
it is.
can
There's
go
the
after
deck.
Ireland.
There's the deck.
Like he can go
Not
after
even
Ireland.
calling
There
in
is-
Morocco and Tunis, by the way.
Did he not?
He's by himself. Why
Is he?
not make it faster, though? Why not let them do your bidding? You can fight the Irish guys in the meantime. Take out Munster, Meath,
Yeah, this is a very
Munster,
confusing play.
Desmond.
He could
I mean,
fight
Desmond
all.
isn't fast.
He could fight the Irish miners up there and get a couple of extra provinces and just let them do the dirty work for him. This is
He
a
can
free
do
war.
4 wars at the same time. 4
Oh,
wars
he's going
at-
bankrupt. Look, he's going
he
bankrupt.
is.
Can we flip to him directly?
And yeah, let's go. Oh, he's got 7 days to not go bankrupt. Already at 20 corruption.
There it
He
is.
needs even
Let's
more.
go.
30 corruption.
28 corruption.
Greece gameplay, ladies and gentlemen.
This is good stuff. Now, as he's sorting out that, can we flip to my PV? Because I want to show something that I've just noticed. What's this about?
Why is he taking that? For coring
don't
rings
know.
to Ireland, possibly.
Probably, yeah. I think that's the plan. But I mean, we'll have to see where he goes with it. And also, where is the place to be is Castile. They're getting decked on over here by Aragon, probably making it very easy for him to take out Portugal later on. And that does end in another 7 years. Oh, he's building a carrack. Building 2 carracks, it looks like. And a bunch of cogs. This looks like an island strat to me. And I think Ireland is definitely the place to go once you solidified yourself here. Mainly because you either have to know CB someone at this point in order to keep ticking over. He's got plenty of money, plenty of manpower. It would be a big shame to see that go to waste. So declaring war on Naples, it's either that with high value land, or you go into a much easier target of Ireland further away from everyone else. So yeah, Ireland is the play here.
Sure.
Take us through what you're doing. Oh no.
Yeah, over here, man, this war progressing nicely. He has been able to move over to Portugal. However, once again, the boats being very useful, but, you know, he doesn't have them. So there we go. His navy just got beaten up. His troops got pushed back, and he still doesn't
He's
have
gonna get
access
wiped.
to the field.
He's gonna get wiped.
He just landed here. Tech 5 versus 4. So he's not going to get wiped, but not a favorable position to be in, man. Why? He did call in Portugal now. Tunis, he can't call them in even if he wants to because they don't want to come in right now. I just don't get it. And there we go. There's a battle which he loses.
And
if Portugal pursues...
What did I say earlier? What did I say?
Yeah, you're
what
right.
Did I say?
Even with the tech advantage. Even with the tech advantage.
That Portuguese leader is really rough to fight. Hey. Oh, he survives.
Now he is. There we go.
There you go. But yeah, this was completely unnecessary. This was completely unnecessary. You didn't have to do this. Plus, if he wasn't there, Portugal would ask for access through Castile and march down that way. So all he's done really is hurt his own chances. He's hampered himself.
I don't get it. Yeah, I'm actually mad at this chat. Like I said, there's no reason. He's gotta be just throwing, bro. Someone said it in chat. He's gotta be just throwing. Like I said at the start, chat. Dragon Morocco and their boys in Tunis, they'll crush Portugal for you. There we go. Now Tunis is willing to come in. Is he gonna call him in? He's not. He's not calling them in. I don't think Playmaker looks at these, because otherwise he'd have picked a gov reform. There we go. There's Tunis.
I've hopped out of Zlewick's game. He's in a regency. But his rule is 8 years old.
Zlewikk Regency,
the
ladies
classic Zlewikk Regency.
The classic.
So this is going to be his POV for a little while here.
Let's go to the Playmaker real quick because there are developments in his game as well. So I just noticed he has just gotten another 100 Tradition General, by the way.
Wow.
This guy, not worth it. 5 shock, decent. And he's sieging Portugal. He did drag in Tunis eventually when they were willing to come in, but this was a needlessly expensive war in terms of resources. He had the potential, if I'm being honest, to wipe these Irish guys out at the same time he's doing Portugal. By this point, he would also be fighting England. Let's be real.
Yep.
With the alliances, but now England has sort of recovered. Portugal is actually sieging him.
64,000 men. 65,000 men. Like, it was such an massive overkill. Coughing Baby versus Nuke. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
It was not. And like the Coughing Baby just happened to be Portuguese.
He's still gonna do a massive peace out. Let's actually go to him directly if we can, Midge, to see the peace out.
Now, is he gonna take the full amount? Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Do it. Max loans. There we go. Playmaker Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. 34
max
corruption,
loans,
by
max
the way.
corruption, maximum chaos. That is.
Hell yeah.
He's dead. With 20 minutes left, he's dead.
Yeah.
There's-
I'd call it right there.
yeah, he's not getting out of this one.
I'd call it right there.
But no. He's looking at England.
Yeah, he's looking at England. He can
Well,
take
what about the
Meath
Irish
and
guys?
Easy. Yeah. They are allyless, Leinster and Meath.
Why doesn't he look at them?
Yeah,
This man is operating with 200% of his brain and only one eye. This man plays
still no
E4 like
reform.
he hates it. He gets there, but he finds the most painful ways of doing it. He's looking at no CB. He's tempted. He's thinking about it.
He is.
Meanwhile, I don't know if I would do that necessarily. I wouldn't want to fight Austria in this challenge. He just needs to wait a little bit. Potentially, I think fighting Portugal, to be honest, is better than no CB against Ireland. And the reason I say that is because you attack Portugal, you fight Aragon, you take both of their 100% from Aragon, separate piece. You take 100% from Portugal. You're gonna get a coalition. I've disappeared, and then you no CB against not no CB. You attack then Castile.
Yeah.
Really often break truce, whatever. You are gonna get a coalition, but you might be able to squeeze it, or actually attack Portugal in. You might be able to squeeze out a little bit more war score.
Chat, Mitch has been doing such a good job. I'm gonna let him yap on with me. So as soon as you put yourself right there,
Oh my God.
take us through to what Zlewikk is thinking here. Take
What
us through.
Zlewikk is thinking right here, well, at the very least, from what I can see, he's looking to try and get a war going, and there is actually a war deck on Portugal.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nabs it. We actually can't even see who's in this war with them, but we can see Aragon flopping around over there. So fighting Aragon as well. Tunis is definitely on his side because we can see them sieging Ceuta right there. So that's pretty good. He does have some helpers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's flip to my POV right here. See what the Playmaker is up real quick before we go back to Zlewikk, because let's be real, his war is fun. Now, the Playmaker has been warned by
It's
Castile over
me!
here.
I returned.
Bankruptcy still looming. My colleague has returned. So yeah, nothing too hot. Oh, there's a deck. He has declared on Castile, even though they were warning him. Castile not in that good of a position. He's dragged in France. Castile's allies are Brittany and Savoy. Now, France should get rid of those guys easily. Let's see what's going to happen right here because the Castilians are walking towards him. They got a 23k stack. He's got 15k. Same Miltech, by the way, so he's not going to be winning that, even with his 2 100 tradition generals. And he's just running
what's
away.
what's the time? Can we flip to Zlewikk? I just want to see what the time is.
Oh, there's the battle. There's the battle.
don't
He's about
flip.
to lose it in Braganza. 6k Castilians
has
coming in
lost
to reinforce. And that's going to be an L. He's paused. There we go. Retreats. Let's go to Zlewikk now.
That's
I think
also a
he-
big war. He looks like he did do the war that I was thinking he would do. I think this is a smart play. I think as we enter into the last 10 minutes, you don't have that too long of an idea. No, wait. He co-belligerents with them. He's fighting the Austrians as well. I don't agree with that. I don't know that I would have done that.
He
I
can
think
call
you go-
someone in that he's not calling in.
That's a big battle if he takes it. That's a big battle. He has to take it. He's gonna win. He's gonna win.
Nice.
Zlewikk might be the largest man on earth.
Huge battle. Flip to me, Mitch. Flip to me. Immediately. Massive battle in Portugal's provinces right here. As we have the Castilians walking in to beat his ass once again. To quote the chairmaker, what would he say, Laith, in this scenario?
Or the chairmaker say.
Yeah. What are Castile going to do with him?
They're gonna wipe his ass.
They're going to wipe his ass, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all the
I-
ass wiping going on. Baby wipes, bidets, everything out in the open.
I hate that he said that, dude.
Granada. Yeah, this isn't working out for him, man.
No, it's
France
not.
is here. He's pieced out Brittany. As soon as they knock out, Savoy,
He
they're
just
going
needs
to
to
come help him.
survive, basically. I mean,
They're stuck on Burgos. Yeah, he just needs to survive. You're right.
the French.
Oh,
here.
there we go. Yeah, the French are here.
They've
They're in
turned up.
Burgos helping.
Now, I think
No, I can't hear
he's
any
got
sound.
6 minutes. He's definitely going to wrap up this war. Is Zlewikk. I think the Playmaker is going to wrap up
I
his
think
war
both
as well.
players are, man. I think
It's
both players are.
gonna be close. Bear in mind that Playmaker has more provinces of Portugal. So whereas
But Florry'S has
Zlewikk has
Castile,
Castile.
so they're kind of
I
doing the
think it's-
inverse of
I
what they
think
have right.
it's very even, but Zlewikk is in 2 wars. But could be a big one here for the Playmaker.
But Playmaker already has stuff in Ireland. Damn, this is gonna
That
be
is
tight.
true.
I
This
actually
is
don't
gonna
know
be
who
very
to win
tight.
this.
This actually could be a draw
This is gonna be pretty even here.
as we approach the
There we
final
go. Is that a
5.
peace out? No, it's not a peace out.
No.
I thought Playmaker pieced out, but no. he's
Playmaker
actually
is exploiting dev.
Yeah, exploiting dev. What's this?
This
What's this
man-
corruption? I can't see.
His corruption looks like
45?
45.
Is it 45?
How does he even get that high, man? I don't know. Does he just debase current like constantly? Surely that costs more than he gives him.
It's 45% all power, man. He can't get tech. It's like he has no feudalism right now. Like corruption's actually really bad, Chad.
It's horrible. Okay, I'm gonna give him a 5-minute.
Oh,
Who do you think gets more provinces this war? Surely Zlewikk gets more provinces out of his wars because he's gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4,
Except
5,
for Peace Aragon,
6,
right?
7, 8,
Oh.
9, 10, probably 11 or 12.
yeah, he can do Aragon too,
What
man.
is he doing? Is
Well-
he gonna give land to France? Surely not. Oh, he's going from the lowest war score cost.
Yeah, he's sorting by lowest Playmaker currently.
Does
which is
the
not
Gran
a bad
Canaria?
idea.
Gran Canaria that's in Western Europe, isn't it?
No, it's in well, it's in the Maghreb, but it is in Northern Africa, but it's also in Europe.
Yes, it's in
So
Western
for this challenge, it doesn't count. No,
It
he
doesn't count.
he
It's
did-
in
he
Europe,
did
but it's
this
sort of
piece-
Western Europe. This looks like a pretty
Oh,
good
there
piece.
you go.
I'm not
That's
gonna
I
lie.
guess the max that he can do.
No, one more
What's
province?
2, 3,
Nah, that doesn't
4,
help him.
5, 6, 7, 8. That's like 12 provinces right
That's
there. 11.
That's
actually.
hefty. That's hefty.
That's quite
Given
a lot.
everything else he
I
has in
wonder-
Ireland and Portugal already, that might be enough to tip him over the edge here.
Yeah.
I mean, the time is basically even. These players have been playing for the same amount of time. One
Yeah, pretty
slightly more stable than the other. Wait, he's gone into Castile. Look. Zlewikk has attacked
Dude,
Castile.
how is he fighting Castile?
I think he just attacked them.
Yeah, he just decked. We can't see it from Daniel Senek's name right here, but we can confirm Zlewikk is in a separate war with Castile, and in the other one, it's Portugal and Aragon.
Well, that's
now,
what I did
we
say
can't
that he
actually
should
see
do. Look at that.
What's
That's
up with
speedy
Austria
war.
at this point?
If they're not here, he has to piece them out. All right, it looks like he is going to
There we
be
go,
piecing out
Playmaker has
very
pieced out.
soon. I think Playmaker's done, right?
Yeah, he's probably done. I mean, with 2 minutes left, there's realistically no time to do anything. He could go for Leinster or Meath real quick. They're allyless.
Wait,
all right.
why is he in? He's in Naples. Zlevik's in Naples. Okay,
What's he
here we go.
doing in Naples?
I couldn't tell you. All right, he's taking a bunch of land. It looks like he again going for the strategy. The cheapest does get the war off He just decked on Naples. That's ridiculous. That's actually so good. He decked on Castile, who are allied to Naples.
Wait,
and he's going
can
to take land off them.
Naples?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think Naples were at war with Aragon as well.
Zlewikk really has to peace out here, ladies and gentlemen. There's only 1 more minute left. He's got to be starting his peace outs already. Playmaker should be done right here. He is staying paused. He has zoomed out. There we go. There's the peace out on Portugal. He knocked out Aragon already. He just needs a diplomat back.
I'm going to ask them both for their save games, even though I'm not going to be bothered to check it, just to scare them in case they lied. Oh, it's going to be a close one. I think he has... That's very impressive.
There we go. And that should be his final piece
20
out.
seconds left.
Done.
That is phenomenal stuff. I mean, both playing incredibly well here.
3, 2, 1, and we're done. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Reconquista. Starting as Granada owned the most provinces in Western Europe. My colleague here has both of the scores. Frankly, an exhibition match for glory, for prestige, for all wins for Zlewikk, for more wins than losses for Playmaker. Playmaker's playing the playoff either way. Zlewick's in the final either way.
I can tell you that Zlewikk finished with 41 provinces. A very good score, getting a mad dash, a load of them at the end. That Castile did give him a bunch. Was it enough?
Was that enough?
I can tell you that the Playmaker, maybe you've guessed it because I'm saying his score second, has in fact managed to get 31 provinces, which means Zlewikk has a perfect score. Congratulations to Zlewikk, an absolutely insane score. And right at the end, managed to nab himself an extra like 15 provinces. If he didn't declare war on Castile, he would not have beaten Playmaker. So that is phenomenal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zlewikk, Playmaker, congratulations to both of you. But I can confirm that Zlewikk is the winner of this challenge with 41 provinces, if I'm not mistaken, whereas the Playmaker has 31. Zlewikk, we'll start with you first. You keep your clean sheet for this season, 5 out of 5 in the main portion of this tournament. How does it feel to have won them all before going into the final?
I feel like it's still not enough for the final. I mean, depending who's gonna get there, like both Florry and Student are super strong. So even though I'm beaten and I did beat both of them, I don't feel like, oh, I'm gonna go in the final, win all the matches. It's still not like that.
That's right. Now, Playmaker, this was an excellent game from you as well, I gotta add. Of course, this was pretty much
You said you never played it in Europe.
I haven't. I just
you
kind
did
of
so well. 31 is a really good score.
I was really happy with it, but you know, you can't beat Zlewikk, all right? It's just you try your best.
I was this close. I don't know if you've seen the stream, but I'm showing that camera. I was this close of getting wiped by the Castilians because I did play a bit too aggressively in the first war.
We did see that. Now, Playmaker, you had a great season as well. I will give you that. We all enjoyed, you entertaining us over here. This was an exhibition match for you as much as it was for Zlewikk. Zlewikk was guaranteed in the final. You're guaranteed a third or fourth. Who are you expecting to face right here? I don't know if you saw. Did you see the challenge that Florry and the Student are going to play? Let me ask you.
I haven't yet.
You haven't. Okay, so I'm going to tell it to both of you guys right now. It's Basilius, starting as Byzantium, own as much of the Roman Empire as possible. Now, with that challenge, who do you think has a better shot? Playmaker.
Why didn't you leave it for the final? That's such a great challenge.
I love that challenge too. Yeah, I have to give it. Florry is really insane at this type of thing, I think. But the Student, if he can have some really cooked strategy, like you can't count the Student out because he always has something hidden up his sleeve. So I don't know. It's hard to say, but I don't know.
For sure. We asked you both before this match. Who would you like to see in the final? Zlewikk, we asked Playmaker, who would you like to face, in the third place playoff? Now, has anything changed after this match? Now that Zlewikk, you've won, Playmaker, you've lost, obviously. Now that you know their challenge, maybe you know how it's gonna go, who's gonna be a little better, or do you still have the same opinions that you had before the match?
Yeah, I played Student last season for the third place, so I want my revenge on Florry from... I think it was already 3 seasons ago in the Masters in the final.
You're sticking with, you want to face Florry, you want to take the title directly from the title holder, is what you're saying.
And I've heard if you win against Florry, you take all of his 6 titles as well.
I'm not going to confirm or not deny that. We're going to have to consult, John Paradox, maybe even Miss Clausewitz for that. But Playmaker, same question for you. Do you still have the same opinion you had before the match about who you want to face, A student might be, let's say easier. Florry might be more glorious if you beat them, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to play next season, and I think the best chance I have would be against the student. And that's not shots fired. I just think Florry is the 6-time champion, so that I don't want to play an elimination game against him, preferably.
What has been your favorite challenge so far this season? Playmaker, let's go with you first, that you've played.
I really like this challenge a lot. It was something I was not very comfortable with, but I went into it, and I think I did really well for not really, I've never played Granada before successfully, so I'm just like, yeah, this was actually way better than I expected, and I had a lot of fun.
And Zlewikk, what about you? What has been your favorite challenge this season?
French one for sure. It's because it involves some planning. Even it's 30 minutes. You had to plan specific actions to succeed.
You're talking about the alt start date one, right? Just so it's clear
yes,
for the
yes, the
audience.
Napoleon start date France, yeah. And I liked it so much. I did stream it a few days back to see how much I can get without an hour limit, but with the 1821 limit. And I think I got to like 760 provinces out of 820 in Europe. So it is really nice and challenging try.
All right, boys. Thank you so much for this challenge. Thank you for entertaining us all season. We'll see you next week for the final time this season. But for now,